When you get into a kayak, what you need to do is first rotate your pelvis forward. So you rotate your pelvis so that it's as far forward as you can get, and then you straighten your spine after that. This kind of feels a little bit awkward at first, but with practice it gets more comfortable. Now, why do we do this? Okay, if you're just sitting on your ass, your center of gravity is in a very small place. It's just on your ass, and it's very tippy. You don't have a lot of control. Also, what you find happens is your feet are just hanging there. They're not contributing anything to the up and down trim or to the balance. They might be contributing when you paddle forward, but they're not contributing to your balance. When you roll your pelvis forward and you pull in with your stomach muscles and then you straighten your spine, you find your center of balance moves forward. Your center of balance moves, instead of at your hips, it moves to a little bit in front of your hips. You find you've got tension up around your knees and your heels are pushing down. Having your heels pushing down is a really good sign that you're in a strong, positive position. That gets you in a good position for moving in the correct paddler area instead of going back. It's very hard to actually go back when you're in a good position, and you shouldn't. It also sets you up really well for leaning your body in whatever way you need to be leaning to stay ahead of the momentum of the river and the kayak. Now, the problems which are caused by having your body in the wrong position in the boat are often addressed in ways which they shouldn't be. You see people trying to move their seat forward and back to move their weight forward and back. But before you start moving your weight around and redistributing your weight in the boat, get your body posture correct in the boat in the first place. Roll the pelvis forward, sit up straight, and move the center of gravity forward. If you're sitting with the center of gravity on your butt, you're not going to be stable. If your center of gravity is forward, you're spreading it out, kind of forming a tripod and creating a larger center of gravity and center of balance. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Okay, you've gotten into your boat. This is the most common sight I see, is just someone sitting very casually in the boat. They're upright, but they're not locked into any power position. So when you get into your boat, push your ass back, roll your pelvis forward, and then sit up straight. That's the power position there. Once you're in the power position, then tighten up your back band. Don't use your back band to pull you into the power position. It's bad for your boat, and it's not really being very successful. Okay, you can see me here. I'm sitting very straight, slightly forward. My weight is in front of my pelvis. I can feel my knees pulling up. I can feel my heels pushing down. That's a sign that you're in a very good position to be able to be balanced and in control and with power. Okay, from this position, I can rotate my torso very effectively. I can engage my edges very effectively, and I can react to whatever the river throws at me. Except for that, because it's so noisy.